Hey guys, this is Anon with what I think is a pretty cool preview. Update 3.2 is going to be bringing this year's Halloween missions, and this year we actually have 2 tanks to bring into the battlefield. I'm going to be taking a look at the T6 Dracula, which, unlike the Tankenstein from last year, is actually based on a real prototype, the AMX CDC, which for Blitz is going to be a Tier 7 medium tank. First off, I actually think this tank is really cool looking. It doesn't feel quite as gimmicky as some of the releases we've had recently. It almost looks more like a modern tank with super sleek lines. It feels more like a legendary camo setup to me than necessarily like an anime tank or something based in that range. Diving into this tank, even though it's classified as a medium, I'm going to really compare it more to lights in this review, because statistically it doesn't match up with mediums very well. It's really more of a light. It just absolutely flies. It zips around the battlefield. It also has absolutely no armor at all. If you're comparing it to a medium, it kind of looks out of place, so that's why I'm doing it. It's more in lines of an armor profile of the Type 62 Dragon. Actually, it has a slightly less armor than the Dragon does, so definitely more in that range. The number one thing for me that stands out on this tank is the absolutely absurd power to weight ratio. It only weighs 33 tons, but has 1,200 horsepower in the engine. That just blows away everything else in the class. By far the best power to weight ratio. It beats the LTTB, which is now number 2 by almost 6 in the ratio department. That's completely staggering. There's nowhere on the battlefield it's not going to be able to go, and I'm guessing there's going to be places that only this tank can get to. Speed and mobility are definitely going to be where this tank shines the most. 65km top speed puts it right in class with any other light, and both the hull and turret traverse are right in there as well. I think it's tied with the Type 62 with turret, and is a little bit less than some of the other lights and hull, but right behind, so it's still going to zip around. And with that power to weight ratio, you're going to get up to that top speed extremely quickly. The gun is pretty average, which really isn't too bad for a light tank at all. It has base of 8 rounds a minute at 225 average, so it's a little bit higher average than what you typically see in a light, but right on par with the mediums. The good thing about that is you won't have to stay exposed quite as long as some of the other lights do. Because this tank is a little bit larger than a lot of lights, it's a pretty good size, so it's something you're going to have to stay hidden with a little bit more. Another aspect that really shines for me on this tank is it has really fantastic gun depression, something you don't see in any other light in the game, and we're really pretty limited even on the mediums. So even though this tank is pretty large and has no armor, you're going to be able to keep that cross-section pretty small by keeping that gun down. And being able to work ridge lines. It's going to be, I think, our first ridge line kind of working light style tank. So, and with that speed to relocate, if you find yourself out of position, it's going to be able to zip away so quickly. It's going to make this tank, I really think, a lot of fun to drive. In all, this is one of the first free tanks I'm actually really excited about. I'm not expecting it to be much of an earner. Just playing on the test server wasn't yielding super high results. But as far as performance, it's going to be, I think, really fun. It's got both a unique profile in its looks and in its performance, and it's going to kind of fill a hole that doesn't exist right now as far as tank profiles in the game. Hopefully you like this preview and you're excited to grind away for this little speed demon. As always, if you like this video, please follow on YouTube. Lots more previews coming with this great update, and also on Twitch. Going to be playing with all the new changes in 3.2, and as always with some nice gameplay, so take care.